Wild Blackberry Cobbler, as delicious as it is beautiful. Let's get started. We start with 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. To that we're going to add 1 1/2 tablespoon of granulated sugar. Then we're going to grab 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And finally, we're going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. I like using my sifter as always to blend all the ingredients together. And once we get that done, we're going to add 3/4 cups of cold butter. Now we're going to chop that butter up using our pastry cutter. We want to get nice and fine pea size. It's a good size that you should be shooting for. And my final step is I'm going to take my fork and I'm just going to check it all around and see if I like it. If I do, that's good. And I add 3/4 cups of cold buttermilk. Buttermilk does so much for baking. And then we're going to gently mix that in by swirling it from side to side until all the loose flour comes together with the buttermilk and becomes doughy. We don't want to overwork this mixture. We just want to get it all together. Once we're happy with it, we're going to set it off to the side. Then we are going to grease our baking pan. I like to use butter for this purpose. Butter is always a good choice. Once we get it nice and greased, we're ready to make our berry mixture. Our berry mixture consists of 1 cup of granulated sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/8 of a cup of tapioca starch or cornstarch. That's to thicken the berries up as they cook. Now, with that all mixed up, it's time to add our berries. This is 5 cups of blackberries. I picked them right down in our street. And now we're going to add 1 cup of fresh raspberries. The raspberries and the blackberries go well together. It changes the flavor, it makes it a little bit more smoother. So give that a try. If you don't have raspberries, just add another cup of blackberries. Gently want to mix this together. Try to keep the berries to be full size. So that's why I sweep from the outside in. Once that's all mixed up, I let it sit for about 10 minutes before I put it in the baking pan. Then I just want to spread it out. Get it nice and even. Get all the good stuff all spread out. Yeah, looks nice. And once that's all done, I'm happy with that. We're going to get our topping mix. That's been sitting and waiting. So we grab our topping mix and we start spooning it on. I'm just using a tablespoon, and we're going to put them in there just like loose biscuits. Not too crowded. You want to be able to see around most of them. If they touch, that's okay. You just want to fill your pan up, and then you want to take it to the oven. The oven is, I have it with a pan underneath it just in case it boils over. But it's a high-walled baking pan, so I know it won't boil over, but there's always an extra pan in my oven. I'm cooking these at 425 degrees for the first 5 minutes. That's just to activate the chemical reaction inside the biscuit. Once the first 5 minutes are up, I'm going to bake it at 350 degrees for 30 minutes, check on them, and bake them for another 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And that should finish them up. Once the biscuits are golden brown, take them out of the oven, let it cool off, get yourself some cold vanilla ice cream, and let's have a wonderful summertime dessert. Wild blackberry cobbler with these golden biscuits, a buttery, flaky texture to them. Oh my goodness. Summertime should never end. This stuff is so good. I hope you try the recipe. I hope you subscribe to my channel, give me a like. I'd like to hear some feedback from me as well.